Wait, my pants.
Pulling up or pulling down? I'm not sure which. Hello, Myra J.
Hello.
Hello, Stephen Hill.
How?
Oh, look at
Hey there.
you. Everybody's got the Christmas spirit there.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Look at
Yes.
you. Look at you.
You know why? You know why it is, Sybil?
Why is that, Steve?
Because Christmas time is here.
Oh.
No. Continue.
Play it.
No,
play
I
it,
couldn't. Yeah, whatever.
Wow. And next thing you know, he's going to be doing the whole Sound of Music.
No, I wouldn't do that. No.
I
The
Sleigh bells in
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on
kittens.
Thank you, Julian Andrews. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our final What You Need to Know cast of the week. Today, we will finish out the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, with the greatest cast of all, Myra J. and Stephen Hill. Don't tell me
you're finishing out strong. You're finishing out
strong. Yeah. Sure, for sure. And so strong that you come with accoutrement. Myra has a little snowman in the background.
Nice.
Stephen Hill is wearing his normal everyday wear. Thank you. I was going to ask.
Nice.
Oh, yes. You're
nice.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
That's right.
We are here.
He's a one-man show. Myra, you and I could really just go off to the side here.
Yes.
And Stephen Hill entertaining the masses.
I shall behave today.
No, why?
No, you won't.
Well, I'm trying to tip the scale because we have 2 days and the whole naughty nice thing is a little in the balance.
Oh,
so I figure if I'm okay today, I should be fine for presents. So we'll see.
I've talked to the big guy. Do what you want to do.
Fair enough.
Welcome to What You Need to Know. It is Wednesday, so it is Christmas Eve. And we are here to talk a little bit of news, but also to have some fun. And as you can tell, Stephen Hill is already into the fun factor, but his fun factor is always very high. and Myra J is sipping on her fun factor. So, I'm just here to just to kind of orchestrate the merriment here.
I did not get the sipping memo. To be honest with you,
I didn't either.
I was unaware.
I know. You want to take a break and go get a little sip?
No. Yes.
Okay. You don't have anyone to pour a little something for you? Is there in the Grand Palace?
No.
The Grand Hill Palace? Okay.
No,
all right. Okay. But if you want to take a break, Myra and I can take it, or Myra might want to take a break and refill. And if you want to get a little.
It's early still. Give me a minute.
Boom, it's tag team. Boom.
So wanted to talk to you guys because Myra J, Stephen Hill, and I have a podcast, and we talked about our Christmas memories and things for the most part in our pre-Christmas podcast. I was just wondering if you have any thoughts, but hold that thought. You can think of something because I did not do my due diligence. And that is to tell you that this broadcast is brought to you by Black Voters Matter. And for more information to get involved and to be empowered, go to blackvotersmatterfund.org. And I tweeted out to my friends today telling them I want to come back out on the road with them. I'm just finishing up quarantine, but I want to go back because the last day for early in-person voting in the state of Georgia is New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, December 31st. And the last day to vote is January 5th. That is election day for the 2 runoff elections for the 2 United States Senate seats, representing the state of Georgia. And a lot is weighing on this.
Yes.
And especially in terms of you guys talking about the coronavirus package, tax package or stimulus package that is now has not been signed yet. It sits on Donald Trump's desk, and because last night he tweeted out that he wanted more money, he wanted more stimulus in the stimulus package, which sounds like a personal problem, but it is.
I'm sure Melania says that all
We're
the time.
giving all this. We're giving all this money to Pfizer for the vaccine. They have another product which I think we should fund as well.
They missed that little blue pill, huh?
It's blue. So
Okay.
So for every vaccine, we get a little blue pill. Is that a part of the New Deal to get the gazillion new doses of vaccine?
I think that's why the vaccine comes in two parts.
Hello, go bold it, everybody.
Look, he's so full of poop because he is. If he he is. If he was really full, he could have said poop because I'm trying to keep it, Christmassy. But because if he could have been saying this all along, he's just trying to keep his name in the news and stir the pot. I don't trust him as far as I can spit. I think he's gonna sign it. I really do.
I think a couple of things, and I think that he does want to keep his name out there. Stephen Hill, what are your thoughts?
Oh, what I love is that the Democrats are like, okay, we will call your bluff. Give 2K.
Exactly.
When AOC says, thank you, Mr. President, you got to realize, wait, something. Trump, wait, AOC's agreeing with me?
Right.
That's a challenge. Now, I thought was interesting is he did lay out, if you watch the video, he laid out all this money that's going to foreign countries.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's going there. I'm assuming since it was a very fragile bipartisan presentation, all 5,000 pages of it.
Yeah, 5,593 pages.
Right, but Burma, Belize, he named all these countries that are getting some kind of aid, and then he included $40 million for the Kennedy Center, which is closed. It's closed. But I would like to know why that's going to the foreign. Why it's going foreign. I know there's a good reason, but in his simple brain, it feels like Trump is saying, take all the money from foreign entities, because goodness knows we don't need to be leaders of the free world. We just need to be head of it, and give it all to folks. But 2000, everybody's going to vote. Everybody's going to do for that. Still can't elect him president, though.
It's still too late. No matter what he says.
And while they're in there digging through all that pork, that tax break for racehorse owners.
Yes.
Tax break for racehorse owners
of racehorses
is in this.
Yes, it is.
Because Lord knows how the racehorse owners are suffering.
They're suffering. They really are. Yeah,
they really need a tax break.
Yeah,
that's in there. Yeah.
And that artificial insemination that costs a lot. So if you can't get your horse to do what he needs to do, trust and believe. And
we're back to the blue pill again. We're back to the blue pill.
I'll be honest with you. I ain't never seen a horse need a blue pill. I ain't never seen a horse need a blue pill.
You're talking the four-legged. Okay. All right.
Okay, I'm going to go a little. Have you ever, like on your nature channel, you ever seen one of those things happen?
I've seen it happen in person. I apologize to the horse. I didn't know that was what was going on when I walked up in there. But...
She walked up in there.
Wow. They should have had a sack on the door,
Oh yes, with your mysterious colored drink. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
It's not mysterious color. It's nog. It's eggnog.
Sure. Yeah. So Steve, you mentioned the money going to foreign countries, and Myra, you mentioned the tax breaks for racehorse owners. Among the other things, the 3 martini lunch is back in full force. This is good for the corporate guys. 100% tax break. For lunch, for writing off your lunches and what have you. So that's back, as well as the racehorse thing got me. The owners got me. there's a whole bunch of stuff that got me, the pork that's in this, as you said, Myra. But the one thing that just still boggles the mind, there's a statement in there requiring China to stay out of the decision making when it comes to naming the next Dalai Lama. What? China, you have no say in the next Dalai Lama. That's in there.
No.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Promise.
Okay, so
Wow.
how does something like that get in there? Who's like, hey, I know these people really need stimulus package. And of course, with stimulus goes the nomenclature of the Dalai Lama.
I don't know any member of Congress is
Connection.
nomenclature, but you know. But I will say that is in there, and it's not a requirement. It's just saying China needs to stay out of grown folks' business when it comes to picking the Dalai Lama. And I think that was just kind of just a gouge to China.
China.
Trying to keep them, at bay and out of people's business. But so obviously, and what I'm thinking is that in order to maybe get Richard Gere to appear at your next campaign event, they said, okay, I will come and I will just, go walk around and take pictures with people when we're able to do that. If you can just give a statement preventing China from making the decision about the next Dalai Lama. The only person I can think of is Richard Gere, who is, connected to the Dalai Lama that way. And it's a very convoluted way of thinking, I know, and it makes you wonder what I've been drinking today.
No, but then, if I'm not mistaken, though, Richard Gere rescinded his promise, though, when he found out about the new gerbil legislation that was tied in as well.
Oh my God!
No?
Richard Gere will not be appearing at any of your events. That's and nor will any of his exes. That is, or any.
That was funny.
Oh my God! Oh my God! And I love the fact that he has a 40-year-old reference. That is just.
And I remember it. That's what really.
Right. I'm with you.
Didn't have to lay it out there that much.
I just kind of.
Gerbils and gear. Always will go together.
Gerbils and gear.
Gerbils and gear.
Sounds like a song waiting to happen.
Okay.
Gerbils and gear. Gerbils and gear.
So at this time of year, we're talking about, things that you're doing for people. And of course, this year has brought about a lot of activities and examples of people doing things for others. And this story comes about a young lady from Chicago, and her name is Alicia Camille, and she made headlines for leading a fundraising effort to buy supplies for people in her neighborhood who had lost their jobs during the pandemic. So she is a supporter of Feed the Block, and that's a program created by Good Kids Mad City, and it aims to end violence in the city of Chicago and advocate for social justice. As the pandemic continues, she plans to launch Resource the Block, and that's an initiative that will distribute personal protective equipment, just your PPEs, water, packaged food, and other essential supplies to those in the community. Well, her story got out and was publicized, and rightly so, and it caught the eye of Mackenzie Scott. Mackenzie Scott, you don't recognize that name? She's probably.
I remember her name. I've been trying to look her up, trying to get.
I bet you have.
I've been trying to get a date with Mackenzie.
I bet you have.
Come on, Kate. Look up your boy. Your boy.
Yeah, Matt Kay, come on.
Matt Kay.
She is the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos, so she's probably the richest woman in the world, right?
Indeed. She is.
She's the billionaire and former wife of the Amazon king, and one of those people who read about Alicia Camille's story. And she was inspired and decided to donate nearly $4.2 billion to hundreds of organizations across the country. And she donated almost $2 billion, almost half, 1.7, to money to historically Black colleges and universities. How great is that, right?
How cool! Very cool.
That's a huge gift. That's a huge. Is it the biggest single gift of HBCUs of all time?
I believe so.
Well.
And don't get me wrong, what Robert Smith did, that was the bomb. That was like almost $2 billion with a B,
With a B.
to HBCUs. That's pretty awesome. That's getting close to Tom Joyner money. And
Very close. Not quite, but very close.
Very close. But the part of the story that I'm still looking for, and it is a great story, is did McKinsey drop anything on Alicia and her organization?
I'm sure she did. I'm sure that she did. I can't imagine that would not have been the case.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that was dramatic.
What?
Yeah.
Taking your glasses off and looking into the camera and saying, "Oh, I know."
In case Mackenzie's looking like, hey, look, I know part of your gift meant it was like you have to be. If I'm not mistaken, part of her gift was like then somebody has to pledge her AKA. I think that was part of her promise.
And that was the Kamala code. Yeah.
And I'm okay. And I'm okay with that. I can do that. I can wear pink. I got the green. Just give me the pink. Come on.
You got pink too.
Come on, McKay.
How about a little ditty for McKay for Christmas? And you got something for her?
Yeah. You know I love you. You know I love you. Ooh, yeah. That's enough.
That's very forward. You putting it out
That's
there.
That's that old school love though, because all the old school songs you gotta have a ooh, baby.
Yeah, baby, come on. Yeah, come on, Mackenzie.
Scott.
Scott. No, Scott.
Oh dear, yes. One of the other things that we do on the What You Need to Know newsletter is every day we give a report, and it's so detailed and keeps you up to date on what's going on with the coronavirus. And of course, we had this week the second type of vaccine. This is Moderna's version of the coronavirus vaccine that was it was approved. It was then approved by the FDA. This was the panel, then the FDA, and then it was the trucks warmed up and hit the roads. And the first doses of the Moderna vaccine went out on Monday, or were inoculated starting Monday. And this week also, the president-elect, and of course, the current vice president, and all those other folks started getting their inoculations too. One person who did get inoculated, and or actually there are a couple of members of Congress that I saw, and they got a lot of pushback for publicizing that they got the vaccination ahead of people who their detractors said didn't really needed it, as opposed to them. And one of those was, as you mentioned her name earlier, Steve, AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She got a lot of pushback for publicizing the fact that she got this inoculation. And I understand, you have to, when you're in that kind of position, you have to publicize, and encourage people who may be reluctant, especially Black and brown people who are reluctant. And that's her constituency, right? But people were so angry because, they felt that this is really, she took away from somebody who could really use it, an emergency frontline worker, medical personnel, or bus driver, or, even the elderly. And so I'm just wondering what you all think about that, and if you the right thing.
I felt as though all of the politicians, as much as I don't like the people in the White House and the administration, I understand them getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else to the back of the line.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else. I was very upset to hear about all those politicians, especially Marco Rubio.
Yeah.
Little Marky boy.
Little Marco.
Getting the shots. I just feel as though, first of all, if you have great health care. Let's just start off there. If you get sick, you're gonna get the top of the line stuff. And we've been talking for the last 9 months about our frontline workers and how these people put their lives on the line every day, sacrificing for us. We hear about their stress and the whole thing, and then as soon as it becomes available, you jump to the front of the line. And what were they calling it? Government continuity or something?
Yeah.
What kind of bullcrap expression did they come up with to feed to us? It was no, that was wrong. That was wrong.
I agree. President, Vice President, Speaker of the House, Senate, the head of the Senate. There you go, and then Alexander Haig, because he would be the next.
He's in charge.
I knew you'd enjoy that one. I knew you'd enjoy that one. So after that, you've got to be in a danger category. You've got to be a frontline worker. Shout out to Dr. Marks, who got her a vaccination from round one today. Regular viewer, Dr. Marks. But everybody else, frontline worker, aged, like you've got to be in one of the danger categories. There's no reason for AOC to have taken a vaccine.
Yeah,
I love the fact they had the two first people, black woman, black man, got the vaccine. They can be the people who encourage other folks. AOC, you don't have to get it. And I thought it's a bad message.
And the thing with Marco Rubio, Myra, as you said, he's a part of that group. They didn't want to mask up,
Exactly.
The state of Florida, all the things that they let fly, and he went right along with it. And so I just think that it's just kind of flying. What?
No. I'm your point. I love your point, because just something reminded me of something. But please.
You want to share with us?
No. After you finish your point, yes. Yes.
No, number point was, I don't think that you can, eschew the whole wearing a mask and the social distancing and all of that, and be a part of a state administration and a government administration like the White House and the Republicans and what have you, and do that and then be one of the first in line. I just think that is just the worst kind of behavior.
So you've seen the movie Titanic. You've seen the movie Titanic. Remember, there's a guy, the ship is so safe, it'll never be sunk. It'll never be sunk. And then they all get in the lifeboats, and dude's like, I'm going to get in the lifeboat. I'm going to right?
Yeah.
Right? That's exactly what it's like. Like, it's safe. Don't worry about it all. You don't have to worry about that. Wait, are we going down? Are we going down?
Women and children, save yourselves.
Right. Oh my God. Oh, that is the truth. That is so true. This is this time, and one of the things that I wanted to do that we didn't get a chance to do is I love the fact that we have Black Santas now that are available to us, and the one that we worked with for the last couple of years is Santa Larry. He was the first Black Santa to appear at the largest mall in the world, at the mall in Minneapolis, the Mall of America.
Yeah.
He was the first Black Santa booked to work there, and he's out of Dallas. And so, as one of Santa's helpers, he goes out there. But this is big business now, and families that have been searching for Black families searching for Black Santa, and now that Black Santas across the country can command, some nice money for this, $400 or more per hour.
What?
For services? Yeah. Yeah, it makes you want to grow a beard, doesn't it, Myra? And
well, shoot, give me 2 days. I got this. Stephen Hill, send me that hat. FedEx,
you got that.
Sister can make a little money. I didn't know they was getting paid like that.
They are booked, busy, and sometimes hard to find. And this is just something, and especially this year where they're not able to do the malls, or in most cases they're not able to do the malls because of social distancing. Like that horrible case with the Santa and Mrs. Santa that exposed the kids to the coronavirus and all of that. So there's a lot of caution, as you might expect, and so to prevent things like that. And so people have booked Black Santas to come and to be a part of their Christmas in their pods. Small group of people, and Black Santas are cleaning up. This is their time, so good for them. And a shout out to Santa Larry. If you see him or talk to him, let him know I've been a good girl. No, I haven't, but he knows my heart.
And that's what matters.
Yeah, we love Santa Larry. So that is what we have for what you need to know newsletter, and for folks who know, we will be continuing the newsletter this week, Thursday and Friday as well. So.
Because there will be more pardons to report on, I'm sure.
No doubt. Yeah. And Steve, that's the part of the thing that that I was talking about it as far as Donald Trump is concerned. And that's why he, came out with the noise about the $2,000 stimulus checks and what have you. And it's kind of his his look over here. Because what I'm doing over here is pardoning all of my friends who have been in cahoots with the Russians and trying to keep me in office, as well as the future pardons that are going to come, and the names that might be familiar to you because they include the name Trump in them.
And I have to say, probably of all of them, right, the ones that disturb me the most are the ones that were involved in the murders of the 17 Iraqi people, including women and children. Civilians.
Yeah.
One of whom, Stratton, I believe his name was he was going down for life.
Yeah.
For life, because the preponderance of the evidence showed, and he was convicted of murdering innocent civilians in Iraq. I don't care where the war is, you don't get to do that to civilians. But evidently, under Trump's presidency, you can. And in a way, you can get rewarded for it.
And
I think that's dangerous. Oh, shoot. Roger Stone, Paul Manafort, and
yep,
James
that's what I was pulling up.
dad are newly pardoned just as we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I was pulling up.
And we're not surprised, are we? We're not surprised.
No, not at all.
But that about them killing the innocent people makes you really think that bounty that the Russians had on the heads of the soldiers to kill American soldiers, that Donald Trump never called into question, never confronted his boy Putin about, that makes me think that really did, that was something that he knew about and was condoning. I really believe that.
Trump is about to make so much money in Russia. He has made money in Russia before. That what was he, the Miss America, which Miss USA pageant was out of Russia.
Yeah.
I have friends who were there with him when that was going down and talked about what an opulent affair that was. I kept waiting for all these 4 years for something to come up from that event itself. Kind of did with the fake dossier, but there was no way he was going to criticize Putin, and there's no way he's going to do it now on his way out the door. No chance.
No. He has to have a place to live.
Well, until Tish gets to him.
Yes,
well, that's what I'm saying.
True. True
the
that.
folks in West Palm, they don't want him.
Nope.
Nobody around Mar-a-Lago wants him.
No.
But so that was, and went back to that part. But as we're seeing about the pardons, Roger Stone, and no telling who else is going to come out of that. But like you said, there's more to come. As far as I could tell, as far as the pardons, there was one black woman, several brown women, and brown men. I'm not sure about black, but there was one man who was pardoned. He's like 92 years old, and he was convicted for being a part of his wife's family's moonshine business in Oklahoma. And the reason why I just because of his name, I thought he might have been black, but I'm not sure. But it was just very curious that he was pardoned at 92. He wasn't still in jail. He's been out, but they're clearing his record. Okay.
Got it.
Because he's had they say that he's been a model citizen, raising a family, going to church every week, and being a model citizen. But they're clearing his record. And the other people, there's no prison doors that are being opened. They are already out of jail. He's just pardoned them. Their records are being cleared.
So in case that 92-year-old starts to go rum running again, his prior record
running.
His prior record will be expunged. Oh, good. Thank goodness.
It's on the back of that tractor. But I'll be there in 3 days. Like
3 strikes are out.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
3 strikes are out. Not back when I was in the Negro Leagues.
So that's politics, and so now just to have a little fun, Myra, as I was saying earlier, and to bring that back, Stephen Hill and I had a really fun podcast on. Not that they're not all fun, but this one in salute of Christmas, and Stephen Hill, being the College of Musical Knowledge that he is, had just was taking me up the number on the Christmas joy and spirit ladder there, and with some of the songs and things. So, and I was thinking about, I was hoping we could do one of Jay's little ditties, but Myra, we have a lot of great memories of our Christmas vacations. With Tom when he would take us.
Can we talk about that?
No, I don't think. But my point is, I just wanted to know if you had any great Christmas memories.
From the show or
No,
from any time? From any time?
For all 21 of your years.
Oh, okay. Well, back when I was an embryo, as a single mom, me and one of my single mom friends lived together. Between us, we had 3 kids, and we are struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she had a male suit. No. Back the story up. We are struggling so much. We didn't have a Christmas tree for the kids, but I had a huge rubber tree plant. It's really, really tall.
Yeah.
So we decorated the rubber tree plant. We told the kids, anybody can have an old Christmas tree. This is a special tree. And they cut out cardboard stuff, and we did the popcorn thing and decorated it. So my friend, she had a little suitor come over to the house, and he's sitting there talking. He left, he came back with a big old Christmas tree. And he told me and my friend personally, he said, it hurt me to my heart to see that the kids didn't have a Christmas tree. So we were like, come on, kids, let's decorate the Christmas tree. And we decorated the Christmas tree. Okay, let's thank the gentleman. Okay, fine. So he leaves. And the kids are sitting in the living room looking so sad. We said, what's wrong with y'all? They said, we like the special tree. Anybody can have a Christmas tree. And I said, okay, take the stuff off. And we took all the stuff off the Christmas tree. We put it back on the rubber tree plant. And just so happened, my neighbor was a single mom. She didn't have a Christmas tree either. So we all drug the Christmas tree over to my neighbor's house. And I told my roommate, I said, that man cannot come back into this house until the first of the year, okay?
So there goes your Christmas fun.
Yes.
But that it was one of the best Christmas memories because we were so freaking we were broke financially, but the kids had their 1-2 little gifts. They enjoyed it. They loved the tree, and they were so proud of that tree. And I'm like, I wonder if they didn't realize that they would grow like, y'all do know that was a damn rubber tree plant they had us decorated, telling us it was a special Christmas tree.
Myra, that's like and this is a different tree than even like the Christmas tree from the Charlie Brown special. That's really sweet.
That is.
Yep. One of my best Christmas memories.
That is a great memory. And does Michael remember that?
He probably does. Actually, he had called me a few minutes ago, probably going, yeah, remember that time you just gave us the rubber tree plant for Christmas? How about that, Mom?
And you liked it.
Yeah, you liked it.
That's right.
Couldn't even spray no pants in it, air freshener on it. It was just a regular old plant with some popcorn sitting on top of it. But it was a wonderful Christmas.
And that's not easy to do on a big rubber tree plant.
But I think people put so much pressure on themselves about Christmas, especially grown. Well, we want the kids to have a good Christmas. The Christmas is what you give them. Yeah. I have yet to know a child that didn't wake up the next day because they didn't get, the PDF5 or the newest blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It's going to be okay, people. It'll be okay. Yep. People would buy my son toys, and I kid you not, he would go into he play with them and go into the kitchen and pull out them pots and pans and their wooden spoon and sit there banging because that's what he liked. So,
yeah. Yeah,
you got to build for whatever the future's going to be, right? There's going to be disappointments. Oh, I didn't get this, I didn't get that. But the point is, when they look back at it 20 years later, they'll remember the rubber tree and how different it was from everything else, and that you always had a family together.
Yeah.
And that's you kind of play for 20 years out, like, oh, I didn't get the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip, man. That's messed up, man. I can't believe that.
that was me.
Remember that. Yeah.
I did once as a little girl. I don't remember. It was this big white doll. It was before Patty.
She really was white. She was a white doll.
She was a what? No, she was a Caucasian doll that
you
had
angry
a
about that.
hat. Because I can still see her. And I used to sleep with my grandmother, and I could see this doll over in the corner, and her head was getting bigger, and she started chomping on the bottom of the mattress in my nightmare. And I jumped up out. This was Christmas night. I jumped up out the bed and grabbed that doll and literally snapped her head. I just broke her neck. And my grandmother, I remember my grandmother sitting there going, "There's something wrong with that girl."
How old were you when you first started drinking eggnog?
Oh, probably about 2.5.
If we were on Law and Order, this would be the time when that violin music would start real low and then build up like, oh. So that's what happened. Oh, the pillbox hat. So that's what happened to Kennedy. Okay, got it. Now we're good. Okay.
Wow, Myra.
Yeah. Those are my high and low Christmases. Yeah.
So your grandmama didn't say, "Girl, you know how much I paid for that white woman?"
You know they didn't want to come up in here anyway. It was hard to get her in the neighborhood. Yeah, yep. The time I broke my Christmas doll's neck. Didn't get a doll again for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stephen, don't buy a doll. You can do nothing but break her head off.
I didn't get another doll, but the therapy I got was well worth it.
Very necessary.
I want to shout out my uncle Earl Aston, who got me my first black doll. I was a big G.I. Joe fan. However, I also used to get the Ken dolls because the Ken doll had better clothing. I was anti-war, so I didn't want the government issue stuff that came with my G.I. Joe. I'm not lying about this. This is, by the way, it's completely true. So I get G.I. Joe. Two things. One, now I get the Ken doll, so I get the little mod pants off the Ken.
Mod pants. Oh my God, not mod pants.
Mod pants. And they didn't make black Kens, so I had to get I had the black G.I. Joe, put them, and it was a little tight fit. So that is how I learned. And shout out to my mom who taught me how to get on the sewing machine and make pants for my G.I. Joe. I made
little tiny pants.
I made pants for my G.I. Joe, and I to this day I know how to make, like, I want to make like loose fitting pajamas. I can make loose fitting pajamas because I know the pattern to make for bottoms. And I would make these little bottoms.
So did you use your finger as a? I mean, what did you use as the measurement?
I would cut a pattern. So I would lay. Okay, we really want to. I would lay the G.I. Joe down, and then you cut a pattern for pants, right? And you make a pattern. And the thing is, because it was the 70s, like the bell bottoms were crazy. The flares at the bottom of these pants were bananas. Now, I did keep the G.I. Joe boots because they kind of look dope with the pants, but. That was it. So shout out to my mom. I learned how to sew pants for my G.I. Joe because I was anti-war. Even at 12 years old, I was anti-war.
Excuse me a minute.
Okay.
I'm proud of it. By the way, I'm proud of it.
You should be.
Oh, no. When you say you kept the boots, you kept them for the doll, right?
Or did you try to...
I just picture somewhere back in your room right now. There's a
on his finger
and one teeny tiny, right? And you got them on your.
Were they laced up?
That's where the low violin comes in. And so we kept the boots. And that's what happened to this town cobbler.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Steve, how long did G.I. Joe and Ken hang around?
So G.I. Joe hung around for a while. Like I still know where the basics of that G.I. Joe are. I found it about 3 years ago, and I could not have been happier because it really was. And I joked about it, but all that was true. But my Uncle Earl, I thought it was great that he at that time like went out of his way to get a black doll. Right. I did like G.I. Joes, and the first one I had was white. But then I remember when he had the black one, I was like, oh, this feels more right. And it was at a time before I could really I didn't really know black versus white. I was 8 or younger, like probably younger when I got that. But yeah, great thought, Uncle Earl.
Wow. And where is that little sewing machine?
The sewing machine is at my mother's place. It is where my mother lives. It's still to this day. But I haven't sewed anything on a machine in years. I can still hand sew. Okay. When I'm doing my dance and I do the splits in the pants and I split them up, I know how to close it back up.
So if I needed some oven mitts in a hurry.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
Quilted. What? Quilted. What? Yeah, play.
And so before we close, Myra, what is the Christmas song that when you hear it, that's Christmas for you?
Okay, this is a rarity, and this is very, very old school, but it's called Peace at Least by Rotary Connection, featuring the fabulous singer Minnie Riperton.
Absolutely.
And yes, and the hook is I know why he is high, he's stoned, because he smokes mistletoe. Yes, he smokes. Yes. Everyone should have a piece at least once a year. It's actually a very slow, beautiful Christmas song, but it's called Peace at Least by Rotary Connection. Maya Rudolph's mom was in that group. Yes,
that's how she's known now. Yeah, a whole nother generation. Yeah,
Yep.
Oh, that is so cool, Steve.
It is the one that I'm teaching myself to play. It is Christmas Time. Christmas Time is here from Charlie Brown. Wait. Now I forgot the rest of it. I got emotional. But yeah, so Vince Guaraldi, Christmas Time is here. Every that is the drum shuffle on the real intro. Christmas Time. I know. Anyhow. That always signals, and if it's snowing outside, I will just look outside while that song is on. And
you put on your gear like you had last.
That's right. I just took off that gear like about 15 minutes before the show.
Can I also get my two runners up?
Of course.
Temptations, Silent Night, of course, and Donny Hathaway, This Christmas.
Yeah.
Yep. Once I hear those, it's like just bring on Kwanzaa.
Right. My runners up are the Jackson 5 Christmas album.
Yes.
Right.
Okay,
then okay, what's that?
No, go ahead. And then I'm going to bring it back to the Jacksons.
And the Alexander O'Neal Christmas album.
Oh, nice.
I forgot about that.
Alexander O'Neal Christmas album is everything.
I forgot about that. Yes, good one.
See, that might warrant another podcast just for songs that we didn't even hit last week.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so since we're doing this in the Jackson 5 Christmas album, give us the musical entree, the dialogue that
yes. Now, for those of you who are familiar with the Jackson 5 Christmas album, there is a song on the second side. I think it's the third song on the second side called "Christmas Won't Be the Same This Year." Now, it feels that way to all of us because Christmas will be different and it's a song about missing someone you had last Christmas, this Christmas. And even though that song was done in 1970, a little side note, the photo shoot for the Christmas album was the same one that they did for the third album because they have the same clothes on. Anyway, point. The beginning of that song goes exactly like this, and I will give you the exact beginning with the exact cadence and timbre of voice. Like this. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. Big deal. Hey, man, what's wrong with you, Jermaine? Yeah, that's no kind of attitude. It only happens once a year. Hey, fellas, don't bug him. He and his girl just broke up, so get off his back. Can't you see there's tears in his eyes? Yeah. He's crying. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. And scene. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I'm pretty, yeah.
Is that on your audition tape anywhere?
I love that Mickey Mouse joined the Jackson 5 for that.
Look at that. Wait, Dr. K. Woods knows what's up.
Oh, yeah.
Shanta Brown, Sharita White knows that was on point.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're not
And that was
disputing that. Not
right up
disputing.
there with I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus, and my favorite part was the talking. I did see Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
And my favorite part is that
I'm gonna tell my daddy.
yeah. And my favorite part is that they were Jehovah's Witnesses, and I just was like, okay, all right, I guess so. You guys, thank you so much. It's been a wonderful time with you at the most wonderful time of the year, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. But also to thank you all, because you guys have been great gifts to my life and to us as we have started this next year after the Joyner Show. So I thank you all for being such an important part of it, and I love you both.
Thank you. I love you, Sybil. You know that to be true. And this is, I've said this before off camera. We'll say it on. I look forward to this every week. The camaraderie, the just the laughs that we have. It's just, especially since I've been quarantining pretty much alone, is everything. So thank you. Love you.
Well, I love you so much. I love you more.
Yes. Love you both. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting this show. We really appreciate you guys, and all your comments. Please stay safe. We're going to get through this.
Yes.
Love you.
Absolutely. And as far as the people who have supported us, just want to give another shout out to Black Lives Matter, and do go to Black Voters Matter Fund.org, and to thank, and especially a special shout out to Latasha and to Cliff, and to our staff here. Just want to thank them as well. Chica Dilly, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Chica and Yolanda.
Yes, and Yolanda White, as well as the others who are there, Cherie White and Ward White, and
Yes.
they're not related. But thank you all so much, and we appreciate it.
Yeah. And please vote, everybody. And yes, my absentee ballot came through because I got the email saying my vote has been accepted and counted. So
Nice.
boom.
And our executive producer wants to know, are you all coming to work next week?
Oh no. I'm going to be in Fiji.
In some Fiji water.
Exactly.
I may not have a shirt on, but I'll be here, Sybil.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Once again,
I'm
the
gonna hold
grid.
you to that.
You know why I say that? Because I know Mackenzie's looking at you. Just want her to know.
I don't want you to wear anything but them little tiny boots.
Myra, you don't, it's nothing but a word.
That's right. If Mackenzie's into that, it can be like 1.3 billion words. So, what I'm saying? Like, let's go, Mackenzie. What's up?
Steve, are you doing your XM satellite show this weekend?
I am. This weekend, as you all digest from your Christmas meals, great women of the 90s groups, solo, Monica, Brandy, TLC, Mariah Carey. So great music from women of the 90s on Sirius XM, 11 p.m. Eastern Time on Channel 48.
And what about Sunglasses and Soul?
Christmas Eve version tomorrow night. Come on Instagram Live at Stephen Grant Hill. We're just going to play Christmas music. And I'm going to try to find that Rotary Connection song before tomorrow night. You better believe that.
At least.
You best better believe
trust
that.
Trust me.
So, Myra, you got to tune in because he will find it.
Yes.
He will find it.
Cool.
It may be instructional. So anyhow, I'm sorry. What?
Once again, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy beginning of Kwanzaa. And we can't thank you enough for all the support you've given us this year. Please be careful, as Myra said. Stay safe, and we will see you on Monday. We'll be back here on Monday. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate you. And
sent their way.